That's the thing about being alone. It's not that you feel like you don't have anybody. It's like you feel like nobody has you. But I'm tired of feeling alone. I'm tired of also not even being there for myself. I mean, that's the loneliest, bro, when you don't even have yourself. And man, and I know especially when we're young, we can't even put it into words, but we can feel that. I remember a lot as a child feeling that way, just feeling like nobody has me. I can't love people as well if I have these speed bumps in me. Kind of the highway at my heart. You're gonna have to have really good insurance if you're gonna travel down it, because I got a lot of speed bumps on it. Resentments, anger, things, previous experiences that are rough, that make my road rough and make it rough for me to bring anybody down the road. And I'm taking a break right now from the relationship that I was in because I'm not healthy. I'm not well. I'm not able to, I don't know what I want. I don't know where I want to be or what I want to do. And I really felt like it was starting to, affect the person that I was dating. Because you've done set up so many little goals for yourself and not achieved them every time and time again that you don't even trust yourself. Because I know how hard it is to take care of ourselves. For me, I never wanted to take care of myself, because if I took care of myself, then I was doing somebody else's job. Instead, I just always wanted to show you how much I was hurting, I don't want to tell somebody else that I'm afraid. I don't want to tell somebody else that I'm scared. I don't know, sometimes deep down in me, if I really want to tell somebody else that I care even, because if I do that, then I'm weak. It's hard, bro. It's hard to try, especially when there's a feeling inside of you like the world never tried for you. This world never tried for me. I look at everybody else as the enemy. I don't have friends. I got different levels of enemies. The world hates me. There's a power out there greater than it all, or the greater power, whatever it is out there, this world hates me. And so therefore, every person in it there are different levels of enemies. Somewhere a long time ago, I needed somebody, and they didn't do it. And so I decided at that point, I guess, I don't need you. The only person I need is me. I'll be damned if I'm ever gonna need somebody again. I love my dad. I'm grateful for him. But I've also always been a little bit angry at him. I didn't realize it. I was always angry because I didn't know him very well. I was 16 when he passed away, and he was 86. I was angry because I didn't know him, because he didn't know me. I think maybe I was afraid to get to know him because I knew he was going to pass away. So it was probably safer to not get to know him, I get a little scared sometimes when I think when things are going well, or when things are feeling good. It's like, I don't know how to handle it. I think there's a little part of me that feels like, you don't deserve it, or something's wrong. I didn't know how to care about anybody. Nobody taught me how to care. But the one thing I did know, how to make sure I knew that person was they're an enemy. They may be the best, they may be my closest enemy, but they're out to get me, or they don't believe in me, or they don't want me, or I'm not good enough for them. Those are the things that were just attached to everybody. Even people that love me, they're my closest enemy. Because somewhere in my head, I just didn't have that trust. Somewhere in my heart, I didn't have that trust for others that would let me really, embrace the care that they probably wanted to give me a lot of times. No, that I'm just afraid. I guess it's just fear. But the crazy thing is, the fear is it's not in my head really. It's like inside of me somewhere. It's like just the parts of me don't want to be like that. And then I realized that I really kind of judged my father. I really started to think back more on it, and I really judged him for being so old. Other kids would make fun of him, and then I kind of made fun of him. And I think sometimes I didn't even try to get to know him, even though I was young. It wasn't my responsibility, really. It wasn't an ideal situation, and I would make the excuse, well, he shouldn't have had a kid when he was that old. What was he thinking? Well, that's true. But if he doesn't have that, I don't exist. I think I was always extremely hard on people. That's the number one note people have given me. And you're so hard on yourself. Because when I was young, nobody was anything on me, I've had a recent experience with this of just being sick of myself, man. I got sick of myself this year. One of the best years of my life in some circles, and I just didn't feel good. I don't want to need help, because somewhere inside of me, you can't help me. I help me. I don't need you. And I'll be damned if I'm ever going to need somebody. I ain't needing somebody. So it's hard for me to ask for help. It's hard for me to want to be part of a group where when I think about fatherhood and I think about parenting, I'm trying to, pick these locks that keep me from having a lot of emotions in those spaces. But I was real embarrassed of my father. When we would walk somewhere, I would walk kind of far behind him or away from him. And I could have had more memories with him if I hadn't judged my father so much. He wasn't like this, or he couldn't do this, he didn't have anything. I think I could have been maybe could have been a better son to him. And I know the circumstances weren't ideal, but I could have had more pride. I wish somebody had taught me to have more pride in my family when I was young. I wasn't cared for as a child, so therefore I took it on myself. Oh, if I was better, if I was perfect, then I would be loved. I'm not perfect enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for my mother to see me. I'm not good enough for my father to stay alive. I think I'm just so used to the feelings inside of me over the years not being good ones, that those are the footprints I continue to walk in. And so only recently have I felt like I'm kind of making some new shapes in the mud. Man, things are kind of going okay. And yeah, it's just such a foreign, it's just been foreign to my life to feel okay. And sometimes there's a part of me that doesn't want to, that doesn't want to feel okay. If I'm real honest, I thought that if I was better, if I was perfect, if I did everything right as a kid, I thought this. I didn't know until just recently that I thought it, but it came up. That if I did everything right, that my father would stay alive. That's what I thought for some reason as a kid. Nobody explained to me what was going on or how things worked, or that Dad was getting, I just knew my dad was older and that he was not going to be alive for a long time. And as a child, I thought maybe if I'm perfect, that my life would be different, and more specifically that my dad would stay alive. I thought that. I don't know how I came up with that or what made me think that as a kid, but at least then it gave me some control over what was going to happen. Yeah, just playing to lose, man. I don't care if I lose, but at least I lose, I'm in control if I lose. That's this thing that's this story that there is. That's the feeling. Watch me wreck my life. Don't you care? Watch me ruin everything, because I'm in control of that. It's so hard to let go of control. I start feeling one way, and then I'll buy an 8-ball of my own feelings almost. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna better do a couple grams of this depression. I better do a couple lines of I'm not enough. That my feelings become almost that I'm using. There's a lot of me is still in that place. I can feel that inside of me. You're doing it right there when you're saying you're tired. Man, I know that tiredness, brother.